What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Thursday. We got a small 4-game slater tonight, and the pitching options definitely not pretty. We got Blake Snell, top of the board. He's having a very good year, but he has to go into Yankee Stadium, a huge part downgrade, and going against a very tough Yankees lineup. And his salary isn't very great, $10,900. So I'm not really feeling him. And the rest of these guys have some tough matchups at the top. Price going against Seattle, Ross against Atlanta. So it's a pretty tough pickings on the pitchers here tonight, but a lot of good hitter options. So I got it broken down for you, though, with two of my pitchers that I feel the safest about. I think they can just be solid and get it done, and then just have the hitters kind of go off, hopefully, in their spots. So money 6, 4 hitters, 2 pitchers. Drop a like, though, before we get into it. I'd greatly appreciate that. Let's try to hit over 80 likes on this one. Didn't hit it yesterday, but let's see if we can hit it today. So I'm going to go with David Price, though, as my first pitcher, 8,600. I mean, I don't feel too great about it, but he has had some good stuff over the last 6 games. I mean, he hasn't had, like, below 14 drafting points in his last 6 games. So some solid stuff. Been able to go around 5-6 innings in each of these starts. And Seattle does kind of really rely on the home runs. I mean, Nelson Cruz has been crushing recently. But David Price hasn't been allowing too many home runs this year, and this is a pretty solid pitcher's park for him. He's normally pretty damn good in domes. That's where his career started in Tampa Bay, so very comfortable here in these controlled environments. And I think he can just get a few strikeouts, hopefully, to keep him afloat and get around like 15, maybe even up to 20 drafting points. He can definitely get the win if he can allow them to a low run total, because the Red Sox, they can put up a lot of runs against Felix Hernandez. And Price has some solid BVP history against these guys. They only have a 220 average and 99 plate appearances and a 24% K rate. So some pretty solid stuff, and he's been pretty damn good recently. So 8,600, not a bad price tag. And if he can just work around these kind of lefty mashers like Nelson Cruz and Gene Segura at the top of the lineup, I think he can make some quick work of the bottom of the lineup and have a solid start. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there at 8,600. The price isn't too bad, so if he doesn't have that great of a start, you're not going to be killed by it, because you're still going to have a lot of money left over when you go with Domingo German here. Coming off a solid start against the Mets, good strikeout stuff, had 9 Ks in that one in 6 innings, and at 6,700, that's a very good salary. I mean, he can reach some good upside going against the Tampa Bay lineup that has been looking a little bit better recently. But I'm a little bit more worrisome of them against lefties, honestly. But against a righty here, I think German can get a decent amount of strikeouts. He's a 26% K rate this season, and he's getting a lot of swinging strike misses, meaning guys can't really pick up on his stuff. It really has some good movement, and the Rays had the lowest run total of 3.7 runs, so Vegas likes him a good amount, and I think he can just build on this last performance of 21 drafting points. Did pretty solid, and he had a very good outing against Houston, kind of underrated, 5.2 innings and 7 Ks against a very good lineup. So if he can kind of build on those 2 outings, I think he can have another good one here going against the Rays, which isn't nearly as scary of a lineup compared to Houston. So at 6,700, he'll get us a few Ks and just be solid enough at that price tag, return some value. And the Yankees lineup, they can put up a lot of runs for him against Blake Snell. Has yet to get a win here. I think he could definitely get one here tonight. So go ahead and lock him in there. And that leaves you with 4,300 remaining per player for the hitter. A ton of money to work with. So we're going to go with Paul Goldschmidt at the top, one of the highest salary guys on the board at 5,600, and he's going against a lefty. This guy has been absolutely insane recently, had some great power. His numbers in Colorado, he had 41 and 37 drafting points. Won't be in Colorado here tonight, but he's going against a lefty. He has a 418 ISO against left-handed pitchers, so an extremely good power. I believe 6 out of his 12 home runs have come against lefties. And Jason Vargas hasn't been too good against right-handed batters. He's allowing a 320 batting average to right-handed batters. So I think Paul Goldschmidt can definitely get it done at 5,600 in this game. Good opportunity of getting an extra base hit, like a double, maybe even a triple or a home run. So against the lefty, the Mets, they've really been struggling this year with their pitching. Vargas, not that great of a pitcher. So Paul Goldschmidt, I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. For my second guy, I'm going to go in Giancarlo Stanton at 5,000. Going against Blake Snell, another guy with insanely good power against the lefties. If you thought Goldschmidt's 418 ISO against lefties is good. You got Stan sitting at a 441 ISO against lefties. So two of the best lefty matches in the league. And looking at his splits against lefties at home, he's only seen them in 27 bats, and he has 4 home runs in those 27 at bats. So he's making quick work of lefties at home here. And this is a big part downgrade for Blake Snell, like I mentioned before. And you're getting Stan at a pretty solid price tag of $5,000 against the lefty. He's notorious for killing lefties. Did it last year, and so very good hitter park. So Giancarlo Stanton, I think he can get a home run off Blake Snell here. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there at $5,000. For my third guy, another one of the best hitters in the league, Ozzie Albies at $4,700. Going against Tyson Ross. I like this play because he has speed and power upside in this matchup. Tyson Ross does allow a lot of stolen bases, and Albies should be at the top of that lineup there in that leadoff spot. So if he can get a single, he can easily get a stolen base off him. And we're looking at some good hitting conditions in this game. 81 degrees and pretty damn humid here. So the ball will definitely carry for him if he hits one down in the right field side, and the ball can kind of carry a little bit extra. And Tyson Ross, a little bit of a park downgrade, not pitching in San Diego, which is very pitcher friendly. Atlanta, kind of neutral, so that can definitely hurt Ross in this spot. And he's much worse against left-handed batters as well. Albies, switch hitter, he'll be batting on the left side here against Ross. So I think Albies can get it done against him. Like, his power has been extremely good, and he's a switch hitter, so if they go to the bullpen off Tyson Ross, he kind of can hit on both sides. So that's always good for the whole entire game. So Ozzie Albies at 4,700. His power speed combo, you'll love to see that. Go ahead and lock him in there. And that's the core 5. You got Price, German, and then you got 3 of the best hitters in baseball: Paul Goldschmidt, Ozzie Albies, and Giancarlo Stanton. For my value guy, not a crazy big value, but I wanted to mention this guy as well. Todd Frazier at 4,100. He's going against a bad pitcher and Matt Koch here, who's allowing 2.6 home runs per 9 to right-handed batters and only an 11% K rate. That's kind of been what's killing Todd Frazier this year, has been striking out a good amount. Like, if you look at his game log here, 3 Ks, 2 Ks, 1 K, 3 K. Guy's been striking out a good amount recently, but Koch really doesn't strike out anyone. So Frazier can get the bat and the ball, and he's had some great power against right-handed pitches this year. 195 ISO, pretty damn good, and at 345 WOBA, the splits are much better against the right-handed pitchers. And with Koch struggling so much against right-handed batters, it's a good matchup here for Todd Frazier at 4,100. I think he can get a home run off him in this game. We know that Frazier has solid power throughout his career, so at 4,100. Not a bad salary against a bad pitcher. Has some good upside, I think, in this matchup. The Mets are projected a lot more runs than they're normally seeing. Like, normally they're projected around 3.6 or something, 3.7 runs. But they're projected around 4.3 runs in this game. So Frazier could get some more RBI opportunities in this game and just have some good spots in this lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there at 4,100 as the value guy. Now, you still got 3,800 remaining per player, so still a good amount of money left over with some damn good pitchers, or not damn good pitchers, I mean damn good hitters, and solid pitcher matchups. 2 of the safest pitchers, I think, on this board. So go ahead and drop a like in the video if you did enjoy, get anything out of value in this one. 80+ likes. Greatly appreciate if we can hit that. And hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already, to get these winning plays every single day. Pretty solid night last night. Friggin' Trevor Bauer had a great game. And also, Kenta Maeda wasn't able to get any strikeouts really. Only had 1K against the friggin' Texas Rangers. So that was pretty disappointing. And also, the ump kind of screwed him. That someone hit a line drive to center field. Center fielder threw the guy out, and they ended up calling him safe. Reviewed it. Clearly, you could tell he was out, but they kept the call standing because he was safe. They said it was like not indisputable enough or something like that. But that was just garbage. So he kind of got screwed over from one of those runs, and also he could have got the win if that happened, because they didn't score a run the rest of the game after that. So it would have been 2-1 if they just kind of kept that call as it should have been. It should have been out. So that was pretty disappointing, and he didn't get as many Ks as you're looking for. So that was kind of sucked, but let's see if we have a good night here tonight with every single guy. Price, German, Goldschmidt, Albies, Todd Frazier, Stan. Good luck tonight, guys, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.